Appreciate it. Sorry, still coming down from my cold from the Indy 500. Excuse me, the Weenie 500. My sincerest apologies. So apologies if I'm coughing or trying not to do sniffles. I hate when people do sniffles. Just blow your nose, you know? Dear Baby Z, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 6 months in advance. It means I have to stream for at least 6 more months to make your subscription worth it. So definitely not quitting on you. Hello, hello, hello. Godfrey, hello. Alex, hi, Ash. I'm not a coffee fan, but I'm here to watch McLaren win again. The real question is in this chat, no, I'm just kidding. I don't really care who you root for. Who would you like to win from McLaren? Hello, Francis. Happy Pride Month, dear. Happy Pride Month. June 1st, that's right. A T-Swift kind of morning. Hello, Kamikaze. Okay, look, I know I've been seeing some things on the internet. Taylor Swift got her masters back. Let me explain really quick. Someone else bought her masters, right? And I thought we weren't listening to the original versions. I know she still got money from the original versions. We just didn't want the other guys to get money from the original versions. I thought that was the whole entire point. People were like, oh, I still listen to it. She still got money, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, no, no. I understand that. We just didn't want the bad guys to get money. That was the whole point. You want the artists to own their work. Maybe that's just me. But we can finally listen to Reputation, guilt-free. Good morning. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 6 months advance. That was really sweet. Pericles, thank you so much for the 28 months. Welcome to Vandalay Industries. Though you've just been part of it, and we can't let you go, Pericles. Sorry. Hello, Kamikaze. Alex, let's go Lando. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. You're a Lando Norris fan. I'm just saying Piastri's. I'm just saying Piastri's right there. He's starting pole. I think our boy's gonna edge him out. All right, let's get to your predictions. Now, when I say predictions, let me hear you out. I don't want your, how do I say this? An improbable prediction, but still possible. I guess theoretically anything's possible if you believe in yourself hard enough and the power of friendship. But, I mean, Fernando Alonso in the points is a good prediction. Stewart just straight up says, eat shit. All right, be nice, everyone. Everyone's got their fandoms. I also want, okay, can I do one more humble brag chat? Would you entertain me very quickly? So as you know, Elizabeth and I have a podcast called The Elizabeth and Ash Show, Elizabeth Blacksock, F1 journalist. I also have a podcast with James Coker for the WTF1 podcast. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing is a whole different story. Though there are people there who just like to shit on everything we do. I mentioned that the new technical directive wouldn't be that big of a deal. Immediately, I was like, people were like, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not true. McLaren's going to suffer. And I was like, okay. Am I wrong? No. Sorry, I'm 33. I'm probably arguing with 12-year-olds on the internet, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm calm. I just wanted to say that real quick. 10-cent shirt you have on, Ash. Thank you so much. We love the Weenie 500. The back says there's only one wiener. Look at that. Look at that masterpiece. If anything, it hurts Mercedes worse. A Tifosi double podium for Ferrari. Maybe the Lulu for 20 more minutes. We got you. We're down with that. Stewart says a Lewis Hamilton win. I can feel it in my bones. Let's go, Lance, to get better soon. Yeah, you don't want to see someone injured. Hope he does get better. But all right, sorry. I'm running your predictions. I'm done trying to be edgy. Okay, Godfrey, it's too early. I haven't had my coffee yet. Piastri, Verstappen, Russell podium from Godfrey. No Norris on podium. Crazy. Sauber scores points. That is crazy. What happened to Nico? I did not watch qualifying yesterday. I was off touching grass, literally. Dear BBC says, let's go Oscar. Yeah, I'm Oscar fan in here. Stewart says a Lewis Hamilton win. All right, I'm writing that down. Lewis Hamilton W. I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad. Tifosi double podium for Dear BBC. Double Ferrari podium. They're trending upwards. I'm always telling people to look at trends. Merker fucked in these temps. Behrman P10. I mean, Haas points. I do like Haas points. I mean, qualifying wasn't the worst. I want Behrman in the points. Not that I have any beef against Esteban Ocon. I just like Behrman more. Does that make sense? Double McLaren podium. Mikey says Mercedes podium. Mikey, do you want a double Mercedes podium, or do you just want one Mercedes podium? Or, like, you don't care which one is on there. Alex says double McLaren podium. Alex, do you have any preference on who finishes what, or they're just both on podium? I'm going to distract myself with F1. Pop the filling and I'm freaking out. Oh, no. Theater. Does it hurt? Are you okay? There's an emergency dentist you can go to. If you want to be safe than sorry. 10/10 recommend. I'm an Ocon fan, but Behrman seems to be damn good. Yeah. There was a weird Twitter thing saying that when we talk about Antonelli being the worst rookie, and I don't participate on Twitter anymore for reasons, but I almost did, and wrote literally never. The worst rookie? Kimi Antonelli, you think is the worst rookie? Get out of here. God, I let anyone with a Twitter account these days. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Probably cheaper to fly to Mexico for dental work. That's true. It's not wrong. As a Lando fan, I want Lando ahead of Oscar. Gotcha, Alex. Just wish Ollie had a better car. Agreed. And I think he'll go in the Ferrari. Lando bottled the P2 start. We said improbable, Pericles. Not statistically likely, okay? Jeez. At least one Merc on podium? Okay. One. Don't care which one. Max Verstappen, no podium finish today. I like that. Sorry, I'm getting a coffee order in. Max Verstappen, no podium finish. No podium. Max Verstappen. What's my crazy one? Who do we have? Do you think... I feel like Alonso in the points is not that crazy. It's just statistics. V-Carb, DNF, both of them? Leave Hadjar alone. What did he do to you? Rookie on the podium would be crazy. Oh, Antonelli on the podium would be sick, actually. Just Behrman on the podium. We don't even know how the Haas did it. We're not going to question it. June is jam-packed. It doesn't hurt, but I live with so many cavities for so long that I don't really know that it hurts. Oh, understood. Well, hopefully you can get it fixed quickly. Single car DNF for V-Carb. Dude, Alex is liking these predictions. V-Carb DNF. Do we think one car DNFs at least? What's up, Racer? Racer, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good. Stake to have an average pit stop of 3.4 seconds. It's just... snoozing. Okay, Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Gasly, Hadjar, and Alonso, none of them have new softs. And they're the only ones. Which is weird, because you want to start on the softs. Supposedly the best strategy for a two-stopper today is softs to lap 13 or 19, depending on how long you make them last. Then you get to your mediums, and then you get to your softs again. You can also do hards, but supposedly the fastest one, strategy one, soft, medium, soft. You could do soft, medium, hard. Softs to 10, 16, then mediums, then hards, 32 to 38. Interesting. Pit time loss. Wow, I said that so fast. Sometimes I catch myself talking too fast recently, and I'm like, are my ears getting old? But I keep talking fast? Is this how my mom feels when she's like, wait, you said something, but it was a jumble of words. Pit stop time loss, 22.2 seconds. Under the green flag. When you have a safety car, it is only 12.5. Something to denote. Supposedly, we've never had a red flag here from 2017 to 2024. So there's 0% chance. Supposedly a 38% chance for a safety car, which is pretty low, actually. It is hot. Yeah, so someone mentioned the Mercedes is not going to do well in these tire temperatures, which we've seen before. They don't do well in hot temperatures, and their tire degradation is ass. But Red Bull's degradation doesn't do well as well. Not too fast talking for New York? Thank you, Bob. And I wish people would appreciate that more. Hearing the degradation is going to be accelerated. Accelerated? Why would it be accelerated? Just, what are we doing in Barcelona? Oh, no. Apparently, supposedly, in a non-good source on the internet, Drogovic will reportedly replace Lance Stroll if he cannot compete in Canada. He will prioritize F1 over the 24 hours of Le Mans. What a doofus. Why would you do that? Absolutely not. Except, though, I don't think he has a choice. I will caveat with that. I'm just very surprised that he would rather do that. It's hot. Yeah, it's been hot at a lot of races they've been to. And everything's been fine. I think we forget that Pirelli has pretty good tires, especially on the hardest compounds. Listen, my ADHD appreciates how fast you talk. Everyone else just talks so damn slow. Yeah, the funny thing is when I go on YouTube, I got a 2x everybody. It's just... everyone talks so slowly. It's wild. To be fair, he's going to be in an Aston, so he's probably going to finish 18th no matter what series he's going to race it. No, he actually has a chance to... He has a chance to win Le Mans, honestly, or at least podium. What's evasion skills? Hello, Michael. You can still buy the Weenie 500 shirt. It says there's only one wiener in the back of it. It's gorgeous. Same on the 2X. Yeah, I just can't stand it. People take too long. You doing a Detroit watch along? No. I'm just going to do Formula 1 today. Just Formula I am excited to watch NASCAR, though, which is interesting. Usually I watch NASCAR. I just watch it upstairs and just turn it on and do something else. But I love the Prime broadcast. Did such a good job yesterday. Yeah, last week. English. That I am excited to watch it again. I am looking forward to it. Usually I'm like, oh, there's a NASCAR race. I'm just going to watch that. But now I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I do not feel that way about the IndyCar broadcast. But I do for the NASCAR broadcast. Good morning, Sharp. Good morning. So let's see what happens to Detroit. I am surprised Will Power did not get a penalty for him shoving Kyle along the track. It was funny, but, like, give him something, you know? I like watching NASCAR, said no one about Fox for the last 15 years. Yeah, well, maybe care a little bit more. The booth is important to me. I don't know if anyone's had that issues with other broadcasters. When I watch other sports, I guess I never had this issue with baseball or hockey. In hockey, I do have to, even though they're not my team, though someone in this household loves them, the Capitals. The Capitals broadcast is really good. Like, that team has a lot of chemistry. And it's really important. It kind of makes or breaks the broadcast. So when it's good chemistry, you definitely notice. When it's bad chemistry, you definitely notice. Time for some race and some coffee. Coffee, tea, whatever your poison of choice is. Yes, I do watch the PWHL. One day, the Sirens will not be knocked out first, even though it's just the second year. But, you know, wee woo. Oh, I can't stand the NESN Red Sox broadcast. It's so bad I have to put the radio over it. That's what people started doing for the NASCAR Fox broadcast, is they just put the NASCAR radio over it. Yuki's already making up a position. The race hasn't started. Driver of the day. Lucky him. Gosh, I hope Stroll's okay. The fact that it's been a while since his surgery and it's really causing him pain and he's been in pain for a couple weeks. Dude, that sucks. Hopefully he gets that fixed really quickly and it wasn't made worse, if that makes sense. Fox going in on full defense mode about the Prime last week was hilarious. All excuses. Oh my gosh, I've never heard those motherfuckers tweet. Till suddenly, people were like, wow, this is so good. It was so funny. I know some people put the IndyCar radio over the booth. I should probably do that. I do love IndyCar radio. Those guys are great. We also know a lot of them. All right, let me get into F1 TV. We have about 8 minutes till the formation lap. I will let you know when what I see on my screen so you guys can sync up, or if you want to go on the YouTube. I'm also doing my watch along there, and then you can sync up better because YouTube allows you to back up a little bit. Whatever your preference is. A lot of people like, excuse me, a lot of people like the YouTube stream, but the Twitch chat. So whatever combination you would enjoy, that is available to you. What do we got here? Probably made worse by the fact that he came back so quickly first time around. That's what I'm thinking. But the fact that he was able to deal with that and hasn't whinged about it. You're a Frost fan? Congratulations, Theater. Bummed about the expansion draft because all the current teams are going to be destroyed. That's just how it works, unfortunately. Hey, Londonian. If you watch the WNBA, that happened with the Valkyries as well. And I guess it's just like the thing you have to do to grow the league. And yeah, I definitely agree with you. A lot of chemistries, a lot of teams will no longer be. Mr. Joseph, hello. IndyCar radio broadcast is 1,000 times better than the TV booth. I just feel bad for Hinchcliffe because he's actually pretty good. Yeah, if folks who don't know, the NFL, the National Football League in the United States of America, has like a broadcast school for athletes who are interested post their NFL career. And they do like put you through a boot camp and see if you're good at it. So, I do wonder why motorsports doesn't do something similar. So when you ask, like, oh, what do you mean, like Jensen Buttons on F1 TV, etc. When Elizabeth asked James Hinchcliffe, and she told me about how his prep was for broadcast, he said they gave him nothing, like no notes, they just put him on camera. And I thought that was wild. I did think Tom Brady go through it. I 100% think so. Maybe like a different one because he's Tom Brady, so they'll do anything for him to be on TV and get the viewers, if that makes sense. Twitch announced there'll be a rewind feature. That's so interesting. I was at the 600 last week. Can't wait to experience my first NASCAR and Prime broadcast. It's just refreshing. It's so nice. Yeah, I saw something kamikaze, but so internally in NASCAR, a lot of people get fired all the time. I'm just letting you know, I've been through, not me, like I've seen 4 rounds of firing inside of NASCAR. Like their production, social media, like that side of it. And I don't know where that's gone since the last rounds of firing. They haven't given updates or anything. There was the first class that they did, and then I haven't seen anything since. The Prime stage gives college game day vibes. I love it. I'm so excited. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I'm just going to throw that right there. Good morning, Square. I don't want to. Good talk. I do like college game day vibes. Oh, Snakes, thank you so much for the 35 months. I have Nico on comm, so I'll keep you updated on his hater behavior. Yeah, sometimes he lays it on a little thick. How's that intro go, Ash? Da, 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 da. Just like that. I think they should replace the F1 theme song with someone else singing the F1 theme song, and that's someone being me. Nico's really buttering up Max this weekend? Oh, no. R.I.P. Max. We know what happens when Nico Rosberg supports you. Do, 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 do. Whether you're watching on the YouTube or the Twitch, welcome on in. Yeah, Rad is Scorpion says Piastri, let's go. And I agree. You gotta get a recorder to play the Curse F1 song? Done. Yeah, Theater, you gotta get it checked it out. What's on my screen? This is gonna be the live timing here. So gap, tire compounds, last lap, best lap times, and then myself. Yeah, Monaco's an outlier. That's why this triple header was a little weird. You know, I think as mods, you guys are allowed to edit Nightbot. Yeah, happy Pride, HCats. Happy June 1st. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Which... This one, Mikey? Or this other one that's not covered by the live timing screen? I have two bluish helmets. Yeah, I've seen Oscar pups before theater. We've seen cute dogs. That account's come up a few times. Yes, Nix, because you're just no fun. That's why I don't listen to you when you ask to get rid of the Chuck command. You're too British. You're gonna have a little bit of jokes in the chat, okay? Alright. Alright, I need Oscar Piastri to do well. Oh, everyone's on softs. Some people want to use softs. How fun. This one is the helmet I got from Fox Sports. I went to Indy 500 with Fox Sports. And they got me my own helmet. So it's got my name on it. It's a real helmet. Hey Ollie, do we have the same F1 commentators in the US as we get in England? So yes, if you're watching on ESPN, you have the Sky Sports broadcast. But if you're watching on F1 TV, you can watch that broadcast, or you can watch the F1 TV broadcast. So I personally use F1 TV still because I prefer the other commentators. I like David Coulthard a lot. I like Julian Palmer. I like Alex Shakes. Thank you. There's no safety stickers on it or anything, so I don't think I can actually wear it, but it's a pretty good helmet. Buxton and Nico, Nightmare Blunt rotation. I hope that answering your question, Ollie. Let me know. Sorry, I do have a little bit of a cold. And I will have to blow my nose occasionally. But I will do it off camera, muted, so you guys don't hear the grossness. They got some weird things floating around the Midwest. I'm on mobile. The stream delay is terrible. Oh, no worries, Mikey. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, mobile takes 15 seconds-ish. I have just started my formation lap. If you're trying to sync your F1 TV with chat. The smoke from Canada was so bad, I feel you in Wisconsin. Yeah, some people, the Morton Brundle pit walks make the Sky Sports stream elite. Yeah, some people will disagree with you on that one. I'm glad you enjoy. Excuse me, this is one of those nose blowing situations. I don't know, where can I blow my nose faster? Am I still wearing my pajamas? Yes, I am. And we're all just gonna deal with it. Yuki's on mediums. It's kind of interesting. I haven't watched F1 in a while, so I apologize if I say anything kind of stupid. Oh my god, do not apologize. If you'd like us to, like, answer questions, or, like, if you're like, hey, why is he on mediums? We're happy to do that. But don't worry. Trust me, Alex, I deal with men on the internet as a woman, specifically as a woman in motorsports. There's nothing you can say that's stupid that I have yet to see. Me and H-Cats had to deal with the dumbest shit yesterday. Not even deal. I dragged her into it. For the first time ever, a woman has insulted me on my Instagram. which I feel almost honored. But she got mad at me at my kidnapping joke video that I made, and I don't even know why she was mad. Do you think Ferrari will have their drivers split on tire strategy? I would assume yes. That would make a lot of sense if they did. Unless they see something that's very obvious that they should be on the same one. All right, chat, gird your loins. Hi, Chris, if you're editing this. All right, chat. Final cars lining up in the back of the grid. Christian Horner looking fucking stressed. Holy shit. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, baby! Piastri, well done. Bully the fuck out of him. Okay. First of all, Piastri, God bless you. I hope you win so many World Driver Championships. What is going on with Lando, though? Oh, what is happening with the Mercedes? God, they're dropping like flies. George Russell was 100% napping. Good morning, Concrete. Okay, what do we have? Piastri, Verstappen, Norris. Is Lando the worst starter of Roland Motorsports? Go, Fernando! Hulkenberg, fuck off. Your gas made me think someone was in the wall. Okay, almost. Maverick Vinales exist. Vinales that bad of a starter? Jesus. God, Norris is so far away. 2.2 seconds. Oh, 2.1. We'll see. Within 2 points. Let's see if he can make it lower. Verstappen's still up Piastri's ass. Sorry, Camden. No, what the fuck? No. Ask her, you got this. Just go. Vinales is a great writer, but genuinely like watching my Hawaiian grandma at a green light. Thank fuck we got ahead of the Mercedes. Dude, Russell did not do well. I just placed a bet for Verstappen to win. Can he do it? Ooh, that'd be an interesting one. These blank are moving under braking today. What is going on? Ain't no Verstappen us now. How you doing, Clapton? He's not within DRS range anymore, which is unfortunate for Max. But if he could stay close to Piastri, there's still hope with the strategy. I'm fine with either Piastri or Verstappen winning. I would just like Piastri because he's newer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God, poor Sainz. Lewis is in 4th. Everyone say goodbye to Oscar? Why? He's just going to take away now? All right, Norris is doing a little bit better now. I wonder if they'll make Leclerc and Hamilton switch. Yeah. Lando got kind of bullied at the start. It was really unfortunate. Oscar just had a great start. He just immediately. Yuki started from pit lane. And I don't know how much time you can really make. He's got a struggle of a race. Yeah, plenty of race to go. Absolutely. Yeah, Oscar Piastri's got a beautiful start there. What a reaction time. Thank you so much for the 2 freaking months. Welcome back to Vandelay Industries. I appreciate that prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sub 120 lap, he's cooking. Dude, the fucking tire temperature's gonna cook his tires if he's not careful. I appreciate it. Yep, Yuki started from pit lane, so he's got a bit of a struggle. Apple Tree Leaf, thank you so much for the 7 months. Welcome back to Vandelay Industries as well. Fam, I appreciate the generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Well, really nothing happening in the race. We just keep watching this start. Ooh. All right, Lawson. I'm not really sure where you really could have fit there, unfortunately. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Chat says thank you. You're welcome, chat. We have been blessed. It's crazy how sensitive these tires are to heat. As a NASCAR fan, we rarely talk about overheating tires. Yes, extremely sensitive. Everything about F1 is sensitive. The drivers, the team principals, the tires, the FIA. Lewis and Chuck should switch places now. Yeah, I'm afraid you're kind of right here. By kind of, I mean you are right. I just don't want to admit that he needs to switch spots. All right, Lewis, you gotta let Charles Leclerc go, unfortunately, and then work together to move up. Don't think Yuki's having a good time with Red Bull. Hope it gets better as the season progresses. But as of right now, yeah, I doubtful that it'll get better. It's not like he has a contract with them for next year, or will get. Yeah, it's gonna get on the radio pretty soon. Norris radio. They can push on these tires now. Oh, they want to pass Verstappen. All right. I think it's possible. Will Verstappen make it easy? Is another question. At the race start. Kamikaze. Turn 1, L1. God, Alonso, you could pass Hulkenberg. I know you can't. Two old guys on the grid, just hanging out. I'm kidding, they're not old. Those are jokes. I'm not much older. Well, not much younger than them. Gotta call a swap? There's no way they haven't. Let me check their radios. Nico says he's dropping a bit. Interesting. Huh, no, they haven't said anything on their radios. Interesting. Charles Leclerc got asked, how much faster could you go? Question. Why? I mean, I know why. Sorry. No one clip that out of context. I know why they're racing. There's two schools of thought here. One, every person for themselves. If you are faster, you can pass. If you pass, that is your right. Go for it. Or two, that's also your teammate. You should let him go so Ferrari and the team can get points. Safari pit wall, I don't put anything past them. Dude, they're losing so much time. They just told Charles Leclerc, we'll swap the cars on the main straight, Charles. Swap the cars on the main straight. George Russell just got told they're going to swap cars. Why does he need to know? Oh, interesting. They're telling George to push now before they swap so he's close and can maybe use that to his advantage. What's up, Stack? Or three, you have both mentalities and just use it when it fits your bias. Wait, why are they pitting already? That's so early. Indy good, Detroit did not go well. GM laid a few bad eggs. Yeah, it was really unfortunate. A lot of RG barging on that track for that IMSA race. Kind of fun to watch, but also like... I did like, it's Roxy, right? I'm not a doofus. The pink Porsche from AO Racing. Bullied the Corvette back. That was hilarious. That was well deserved. Ooh. Verstappen. Now that makes the Corvette a target. Well, he's been a target since the beginning. Oh, since Daytona, excuse me. Yuki. What are they chasing? They're not even near the points. Can I rank your pet and pet pics? It's not going to be something wildly inappropriate, is it? I'm so scared. Look at this little guy. Oh my goodness, what a little cutie. 11 out of 10. All right, theater, yeah, definitely take care of yourself. Hope it all goes well in the dentist. What's your turtle's name? Nerdle? That's so cute. God, I can't believe Norris bottled that fucking start. Jesus Christ. Asking Piastri has a tire. Struggling with rear tires. It's a show puppy. McLaren must be using that tire water. That's so funny. If I need to work on equalizing both start lines, how would you work on doing that? Nice. Easy. That was so easy. If I was an F1 driver, I'd be sarcastic and answer around every time they'd ask how the tires are. Then they would fire you for sarcasm. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's crazy how much the Red Bull eats the tires, age cats, and it's crazy how it's just Helmut Marko said before the season even started that was an issue. And it just is what it is. It's just something you got to deal with, unfortunately. Oh, something's on Bortoletto's car, like stuck on it or something. Is that sarcasm, Adam? I guess they're trying to sacrifice something for the tires, H-Cats? I don't know what it is. Ooh, Alonso. It is what it is. Is that the mentality Red Bull had for the last decade? Yeah. A good Matata, you know? Millions of dollars in the car, eats the tires. Good Matata. It just happens, you know? Oh, I completely missed Verstappen's pit stop. I was too busy at Kudamataniing. Oh, he's on the softs again? Am I crazy? Fernando doing the Pikes Peak run. Hakuna Mafuck it. Well, Sainz started in the back, and Albon had to fix his front wing and pit early. So unfortunately for them, it's less of a fall, more of a Hakuna Mafuck it, you know? Oh, Sainz also had to replace his front wing? Oh, thank you, Adam. I didn't see that. love Fernando, but has anyone else noticed his forehead seems to be growing? Oh no. He's very proud of his hair. Don't tell him that. Yeah, unfortunate for Williams then. Ugh. They put Verstappen back on softs? Is that crazy? In any of the expected pit stop strategies, double softs is not on there. Fernando Alonso is about 6 years younger than me. It's about time that hairline starts to go. Aston Martin causing him so much stress. Well, that's true, Adam. Soft, medium. Soft, hard. I just feel like it's so ballsy. How many new softs did he have? Verstappen only had one set of new softs. Also, we know that Red Bull eats up those tires. What's the point of pitting? And then you gain all those positions back, and then you'll just have to pit again by the time you use those softs. Yeah, he's got a... Yeah, he'll have to run 2 compounds. I'm at the age where shaving my head is just easier. You can't notice my bald spots. I have an uncle, not related. You just have some family members you just call an uncle. He's had very few wisp of hair left, and he keeps combing it over his head. I'm like my brother in Christ. Just let it go. Well, this is where the issue comes in that we haven't seen because we've been on the softest compounds, even though that's theoretically was an issue and the C6 was just ass. That the Pirelli has too good of a compound. Oh god, the comb over, yeah. Ooh, 2.2 seconds. That's a beautiful pit stop. Oh no, wearing sack. Oh, that's cool that you're listening on Sirius XM for the feed. I didn't even know that was an option. I'm surprised more teams didn't try to save 2 mediums for the race. Let's see who has... The only people with 2 mediums are Ocon and Behrman. Oh, I lied. Leclerc. Everyone... Alonso has only used and Stroll has used, but that doesn't matter. Everyone else has 1 new set of mediums, and that's it. That's a good point. Oh, Sirius is ESPN Radio? Wait, do you guys use just the Sky Sports feed on ESPN Radio for the F1 race? Or do you have 2 other people on ESPN Radio talking about F1 that I don't know about? Leclerc being told to box? God, Verstappen's just make it look so easy. It's the floor guy? Who the hell is that? Foot to the floor and butts to the door or whatever he says? I have never heard that before. I wish it would tell me who's... Oh, all host. Here we go. Interesting. Yeah, why is Lewis Hamilton asking twice? Not shocked. Indy was a little watered down. They always seem to have trouble producing competitive race when they make a major change to the car. All right, Piastri. Maybe those soft slots for a while. Lap 19. Hydrating. What's up, General Smitty? I don't know how much longer Ferrari and Hamilton can coexist. Yeah, there's just some communication issues going on over there. We get paid $4 million a race. You learn to accept a lot of things. He was very polite on the radio, too. Alonso heard all you motherfuckers on Twitter who said that he has no talent driving, and he's never been talented. And he's trying to prove you guys wrong in an Aston Martin. He took all of that personally. Communication issues, that's the thing. Ferrari communicates like the boss from Office Space. Yeah, I don't need those reports in. Oh, Piastri radio. Oh, they wanted to get to lap 25. Would like Alonso to go to WEC, as Kubica has. Yeah, I think we'll see him in sports cars after this for sure. Yeah, I think he needs for like a longer, just full couple seasons and stay there for a while. We need a Verstappen, Kubica, Alonso car. Norris being told to box. Why? He's definitely going to be behind. Is he? Or he'll be better to make it out in front. Obligatory reminder that F1 is a sports car feeder series. Oh, that was kind of slow. 3 seconds. I I think we want to pit Piastri now if we want to keep him up front. No, Oscar has not pit yet. They asked him if he can. Oh yeah, yeah, pit him now. Because if Norris makes up too much time, you'll be behind Norris, and we don't want that. I don't want that. Norris wants that. I don't. Yeah, that's right. Put me in the F1 pit box. I swear to fucking Jesus Christ, if Piastri's pit stop is any longer than 3 seconds. Zach wants that. Oh, I didn't like that. 2.2. I feel like I look like I just ate something bad, don't I? Go, go, Oscar, go, go! Shout out to Piastri's team. Fucking drive, Oscar. Warm up those schmediums. Okay. Yuki P12? Okay, if Yuki gets in the points, he's driver of the day. Done. I have no notes about that. The rest of it. Max P1, I know it's temporary. Don't at me. Well, I mean, we're saying we're still not halfway through. In 11 laps. If then there's a red flag, Max would stay P1. That's what I'm saying, Chris. Especially because he's been pushing the entire way to get up there. Dude, maybe Gasly driver of the day. Maybe I should be nicer to Pierre Gasly. Good morning, Deadly Pants. Oh, swaffle, spam, and eggs. Oh, that sounds fucking amazing, dude. I can't eat because I'm watching. But I have a donut my significant other bought me, and I have eggs upstairs waiting for me. Gonna meet the Chicago Dog Weenie 500 team and vehicle at work on Wednesday. Stack, that's so cool. They were never gonna let a city dog win, but I'm surprised Chili Dog didn't win. I must say that forever. I want everyone to know that I'm gonna use the Weenie 500 to gatekeep anyone who's an asshole. Like, you're a woman, you don't know anything about motorsports. Please, I was at the Weenie 500. Where were you? That's what I thought. That's awesome that the team was there, Stack. Albon Radio. Liam just pushed me off. F1 race or the Weenie 500 of these drivers' radios, you know what I'm saying? But everyone on the radio. Sonoda, why are you just... What's going on in the pits? Yeah. That's fine. Is that... Whose debris is that? Is that Lawson's wing? No. Oh, Alex got front wing damage. Okay, we're watching it again. Okay. I don't really care about the push-off. Ooh. Alex is not going to be happy that both of those, kind of also his fault. Vacation's over, back to the grind. What's up, Ray? 15 months, I appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed your cruise. I mean, no one likes a slippery wiener, that's true. That's all on Almond. That's unfortunate. It's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. Let's see these double soft stints. I would absolutely hate doing my job and having a zoom in of my face. Oh no, Box to retire the car. Bye, Alex. That's unfortunate. I mean, we had one DNF, unfortunately. Probably out of front wings. Yuki won't finish last. That is very true. Oh, the stewards gave 10-second time penalty for Albon for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Unfortunately, he's going to DNF, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, Carrie. Yes, Stroll did not start. He did qualify, but from his wrist surgery a couple months ago, was it? He was in so much pain that he couldn't race today. So he just didn't start the race. He did qualify pretty well, or decently, but did not start the race at all. Oh, his surgery was 2023? I didn't know that. Damn, I thought it was much sooner than that. Yeah. They're going to send him around again to serve the 10-second penalty? And it's still giving him issues? Verstappen saying the car is hard to drive. Yeah, agree, Carrie. We can say what we want about Stroll, but we never want a driver injured, or anybody in that case, injured and dealing with pain. That kind of sucks. Not fun for anyone. What's wrong with Red Bull? Why can't they make a drivable car? Poor Sonoda. Yeah, I think they really put their eggs in one basket. We can finally fully admit that. Because he made it just drivable for Max. But he's even complaining about how shit it is. Okay, did he serve the penalty? Is he good? Antonelli's saying what's going on in P7. He can't get around. Yeah, Verstappen in the pits. What now? Hards? Mediums. That's fair. A 3-stopper for Max? Oh, God. Gets out ahead of Lewis Hamilton and just, like, causes him to back up so much. Gosh, what are they doing with this Red Bull? Jesus. Three-stop is wild. Norris being told they're happy with their current plan. Red Bull's just doing what they can to keep a P3. I kind of like when Max splits the McLarens. Need Russell to do better. I guess the Mercs are doing okay. Obviously, they would like to be in P3, P4, P5, not 6 and 7. But for how the car can't handle hot temperatures and tire deg, doing pretty well. I guess the real question is if everyone behind them. Ugh. Hamilton saying he has no grip. Can't believe we're already so close to Le Mans. The month of June is wild if you are a racing fan. Like, not even just Formula One. We have so many races in the month of June. I need everyone to gird their loins. I also have... Ooh! Liam! I want to see that replay. Liam, stop trying to assassinate people, for fuck's sake. Okay. Okay, Liam, that's on you, bud. All right, bud. That was from 4 cars back. I'm not sure that's like a full send, baby. What is this? Did Liam hang out with Stenhouse? Where's his aggression coming from? Yeah, they're both still circulating, but I feel like we should... Ugh. All right, back to what we were saying about the month of June. Okay, so this weekend, IndyCar, Detroit, Spanish GP. Next weekend, surprisingly, nothing. In the big 3. Wait, no, we have NASCAR. I lied. We have NASCAR, but that's fine. Then June 15th, we have F1 Canada, 24 Hours of Le Mans, NASCAR Mexico City, IndyCar in Illinois. Then June 22nd weekend, the 19th, June 22nd, we have 6 Hours of the Glen, 24 Hours of Nürburgring, IndyCar Wisconsin. Then June 29th, we have F1 Austria and 24 Hours of Spa. No, I don't believe in Isle of Man. I'm sorry. You guys will never convince me that's a good idea. I cannot in good faith talk about Isle of Man. But we have 3 24-hour races in the month of June. Oh, Pikes Peak. God, there's so much in this month of June. Isle of Man is older than all of your favorite races. I don't give a shit. It's dangerous, and no one should do it. That is my stance. You guys can call me a wimp. You guys can call me a loser. I do not care. Did you mention these nuts? No, I did not. Can we start spacing this stuff out again? Well, the reason we have 3 24-hour races is because it's Formula 1. Wait, F1 could be on city streets, but not MotoGP? Wait, what are you talking about? I thought you said Iowa. I'm like, what you got against Iowa? Can't stop people from doing it? Yes, you can. You literally can. There's a reason I can't go out and murder everybody. You could stop. It's a dumb argument, Snakes, and you know it. You have to stop people from themselves, otherwise people do the dumbass shit. Bikers are just a different breed? Well, one, absolutely. You've been to Isle of Man a few times? Oh my gosh, Ollie, that's so kind of cool, but also dangerous. Yeah, MotoGP, they don't do street courses since they need a runoff. That makes sense. Definitely don't want those narrow streets on a motorcycle. Going the speeds you're going. Wait, Ash is going to murder everyone? Honestly, at the rate of... the way I'm responding to comments on Instagram, probably. All right, we are past the halfway mark. Telling Landon to push the tire more in turn 3 and turn 9. Wait, Isle of Man TT is not just a street course, Mikey. Like it's not like you take up the whole entire island and you race. This is not like oh, this is so fun, like we're in the thing. Oh, MotoGP. Sorry, I was like, Isle of Man is not like we're in Chicago and we're racing on the streets. Wait, I got no beef against MotoGP. Isle of Man TT is not MotoGP. Just because they're all motorcycles doesn't mean they're all the same motorcycle. We're big fans of MotoGP. Yeah, barriers at Isle of Man and TT are stone walls. TT barely has any barriers. You have cliffs. There are no safety measures in as a track. Yeah, I'm with H. Yeah, me and H-Cats are on the same page here. You're not going to convince me. I will not be watching it. Ooh, Apple. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully recovering well. Or recovered well. Telling George to close up the gap to Lewis Hamilton. He's like, I'm already pushing. Ooh, excuse me, that was gross. Yorkie! For 8 months! Yorkie, how are you doing? Because TT, the Isle of Man must be the only place in the UK without potholes. I'm just trying to find the line. What's the line? What are you talking about, Mikey? I think it's people have died in Isle of Man every year? Multiple? And they're not even trying to make it safe? Oh, thanks, snakes. Great. I'm glad that's your caveat. More people have died in Isle of Man than have won it. Yeah, it's just dumb. And everyone here in IndyCar and NASCAR, we're talking about safety features, the Hans device, the monocoque. We're talking about the halo. We're trying to make it safe as possible to drive these speeds. You need FIA Grade 1 circuit. You need these catch fences for spectators and for drivers, for racers. Isle of Man is go as fast as you can and don't give a shit about anyone. The monocoque, it's what it's called when you're the cell in Formula 1, what they sit in. The average is more than one person a year. I mean, even Rally has a lot of safety things they go over year after year to ensure everyone's okay. Spectators and racers. That's why they get so mad at Poland. Dude, I don't know if Russell can close the gap. You gotta stop asking him. He said he's already pushing. I have not watched the Earnhardt documentary on Amazon yet. Though I heard it was pretty good. You were impressed by it? They give up a lot of history that people are attached to. Snakes, I'm wild out that in a motorsport channel where we only talk about never wishing hurt on drivers when we ask them to safely DNF, when we know what the sport has been through, when our favorites have died, we're literally talking about Dale Earnhardt's documentary because the man wouldn't wear a Hans device. And you're like, oh, TT shouldn't be banned. What in the world? Oh yeah, TT's fine. Yeah, because motorcycles are cool as shit. Yeah, I get that. That's why we have MotoGP. I recommend it because I originally thought it was going to be a romanticism of Earnhardt Sr., but it honestly shows some of his flaws. Oh, a lot of his flaws. I wouldn't ban it, but you have to evaluate the race circuit by modern standards of risk. Agreed. I'm with Chris. Yeah, if you can't adapt... Ooh. Hold on, did I like when to say when people die? When Snakes, literally by you watching it and not asking for any additional safety features and being like, oh, this is great, is you agreeing with what's happening. Whether you realize that or not. You can't safety fix Isle of Man. Circuit's too long and there's no money in it. Oh, wait, is there money in it now? Snakes was saying that the island itself gets a lot of money, I guess, from tourism and stuff like that. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Godfrey. That's a good way of saying it. Hey, that one guy. Yeah, Verstappen's trying to do a three-stopper, which I find very interesting. We're going to see how that pays off for him. Piastri had a really great start. Yeah, you didn't say you like it, but you're saying this is worth people dying to me, which is an immoral position to take. Are you watching the Ocho? Yes. Lots of money is relative compared to spending tens, if not hundreds of millions to adapt all the stretches of roads includes people's properties. Probably not a lot of income. That's fair. People probably won't come because they have done that. I was shocked seeing the top three being the same-ish after Max said he was going to yeet himself in the turn one as a joke. I mean, he did pretty well. He was P2 for a while, but Norris has a better car. Was able to overtake. No yeetage yet from Verstappen. I mean, I'm sure he's pushing, but he hasn't yeeted anyone off, is what I'm saying. Oh, there's some Lando miscommunications on his radio. Lando's radios goes, what do you mean pace to? Why do you want me to go slower? I didn't say pace to. I said case. Case to. Okay, Florida man, do what you want. Like, we don't have laws stopping people from doing their own stuff. There's a reason you can't do certain things. What even is this take? Please. I don't know, HCats. There's no point of arguing with that. Clearly they don't want a discussion. Happy to have opposing opinions, but at least don't be a fucking dick about it. Jesus. Look at me, I'm so cool. Engineers are already on their second case of alcohol. No, that's gonna be after when they win in the after parties. This is the opposite of the Monaco argument. It all goes back to, it's the way it is. It's cool. It's tradition. To be fair, Monaco is quite bad from a safety aspect as well. Yeah. I'd kind of argue most street circuits, to be honest. Nine runs scored before first out of the game. Oh, jeez. I remember seeing that in our baseball. You guys watching your games. God. I can't believe the Yankees just can't beat the Dodgers. Just the better team winning. my God, 18-2? That's really bad. I didn't realize that. Last time I saw it was like 5-1. Holy shit. What's up, Flying Ferrari? We should see this track again next year, supposedly. Because we should see this track, but it won't be called the Spanish GP. It'll be called something else. Last night was a bad night if you weren't a Dodgers fan. Everyone was fucking losing. Oh, the Barcelona GP will be this race name, and they'll call the Spanish GP the Madrid. The Mad Ring. Are there still concerns that they won't finish Madrid? I remember that was a concern about a month ago. If you're a Mets fan, bet the spread because we're getting free money. Londonians, just give it up bets and props. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. 100% correct. Alma is too dangerous. A lot of riders are not professionals, and that makes it even more dangerous. It's not a race that should be allowed. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't stop it, but... And I will be self-righteous. Be so self-righteous, going to shine out my ass. You can get a microphone and start your own stream if you don't want to be self-righteous, whatever the opposite of that is. Is the Drivers' Championship Piastri's to lose? It just goes back and forth between, it's McLaren's to lose, if anything. I think it's still soon to tell between Piastri and Norris, but they're only 3 points apart now. Constructors will end up with McLaren, that's a given. Now that's theirs to lose as well. And to be honest, Monaco isn't a fair assessment of Oscar because it's Monaco. That is fair. It's funny how drivers criticize Monaco till they win Monaco. And then you're like, wow, yeah, I love this race. Oh, no. What a shit Hamilton pit stop. Fudge. .9 second stop? By the way, there is a motorcycle channel in the Discord. You're free to discuss about it as you wish. I will obviously not be in there. So do not worry. Like I said, that's the third mentality. Support both mentalities when it fits their bias. How did you know? Shocker, a bad Ferrari pit stop. Oh, back on softs. How fun. When I think of Monaco this year, some of the changes they made, it doesn't matter. It hasn't changed anything. Monaco was still kind of ass. But Monaco has been this way, right? As long as I've been alive. What a good teammate. It was a bigger clown show than usual. There's some interesting strategies at play. People trying to do Hail Marys and stuff like that. It just didn't work out. Yuki's a great teammate. 3 stops for Verstappen. Unless I missed a stop. It should be 3. Soft. Soft. Stop for softs. Stop for medium. Stop for softs. 3. 4 tires. 3 stops. More like Verstappen, am I right? See what you did there. Oh. Last time Monaco was good was probably 1958 or whenever they made that Grand Prix movie. Yeah, it just is what it is. As long as I've been alive, which is almost 33 years, Monaco has been this way. We either need to just get over it and realize that it's not for racing. It's a good qualifier. It's for the show. It's for the quote-unquote history. It's the tradition. Blah, 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 blah. Or we can do really cool shit. But F1 won't do that. So here we are. Monaco's the Met Gala of F1. Piastri told the box. Can you imagine being alive for 33 years? Excuse you. Give him points during qualifying, have them run go-karts on Sunday. You change the format, right? That would be fun. Reverse grid just to watch the whole grid get angry. Do a Le Mans start, make everyone run to their cars. Reverse grid for Stroll and pole every weekend. Yes, Max went back on soft tires. Verstappen saying the car is completely broken. What does that mean, Max? Because you seem to be driving it okay. I love the reply just being, okay, Max, classic. Every weekend. They're zooming into these men in the McLaren garage, and I don't know who they are. Worst car ever gets fastest lap. And that'll be like a 10-point difference. Lando thinks he has a problem with the curse deployment. Ooh, excuse me. Let me see his radio. Yeah, something doesn't feel right. Bro, I'd be so mad. Get out of the way! Behrman. You know Norris shit himself saying that. Oh, you think Lawson did it on purpose? Oh, fuck. I want to put it past. Oh no, Max is pretty pissed. Radio seems pretty chill. No, in Formula One, when you get a blue flag, you have to move out of the way. It doesn't matter if you're in your own race. This is usually I would agree with you, but you have a blue flag and the leaders are coming up behind you. You have to move. Them's the rules. There's no like, oh, let me fight and don't get lapped. This is not IndyCar. This is not sports car racing. Again, any other racing series, I would agree. Not this one. Yeah, they're being shown blue flags. Yeah, and then they didn't make it really easy. Lawson's literally like a bull saying red this race. A Red Bull. 2 drums and a cymbal fell off a cliff. But it's Max. Max, what's happened is me when I drive in the city. One hand, upshifting. I'm driving here. I respect that. Does this include the one finger salute to people hogging the left lane? Yes. Hamilton goes, rear's going up already. There's a lot of traffic ahead. I'll give up. No, don't give up. I'm afraid none of our predictions are going to be true. Oh, maybe. Actually, I've lied about that. Currently, there is a kick Sauber in the points. I need a wheel and pedal setup for my Xbox so I can play the new NASCAR 25 game. Oh, that's a great question. I don't... Oh, no. I hope you can get out of the car. Okay. He looks okay. He's out of the car. I just don't want the car to get on fire or anything. No, it's a full safety car. Piastri's... Why is Piastri pitting? Oh. Oh! Oh, I thought they wouldn't get Norrison correctly, or like, well. That was a great double stack from McLaren. Yeah. They have no other tires, from my understanding. Let me see what mediums he had left. I mean, they really just had hards left. Can you get those warm enough? No, if they're not that used, they should be fine. Verstappen's been unused softs. What the? What? Stop, I'm crying. He's just looking at the tire wall and he's like, what the fuck? Oh. He did ask pretty politely, though. He asked very nicely, excuse me, what the fuck? That was pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's not his job to remember what tires he has left. Ridiculous. It is not great. I'm glad we all thought the same thing. All right, Piastri, you gotta have a good start. Is Russell? Sorry, let me see what Russell's on. Yeah. I still think Verstappen should have just stayed on his softs. Dude. Yeah, the problem is Piastri's tires are also cooling, according to his radio. Rui. How fun. We should look at race control more often. Do we have to unlap cars too? Tire water's too good. They must have data that shows, instead of these old softs, the best we're going to do is hard tires. I'm about to say something mean, but I need to ask, is race control the same as the stewards? Yeah, Rui Marquez is the race director. And those are the race control room, which should be all the stewards that make the penalties and stuff like that. Oh, actually, please hold. I might be wrong, because they separated that position with Michael Massey. They might be all in the same rune. They are not the same. Thank you, guys. I was like, wait a second. Rui now has a separate job. With Michael Massey, they split the jobs. No, race control is not the same. Race control is not the same. Do not say something mean about race control. But are the stewards in the same room as race control? Or are they in two separate rooms? Usually, yes. I want to say I'm surprised to see humans with brains in the shop, and I want to make sure I'm insulting the right people. Okay. I would also like to say, stewards also don't have it easy. Stewards have no control over how the race goes. Race control refers incidents to the stewards to decide on. So for those of you who are confused in my confusion, Michael Massey was race control and director. But because of the whole Abu Dhabi 2021, they then separated his job to two different people. You might get house points for the prediction. Ooh. You call flags and send things over to me to make ultimate decisions. We are not the same. Hashtag sassy stewards. Pollux, how was your birthday? Went to a ball game yesterday, saw Les Diaz umping second base, and I made sure to boo him from the third deck. So that's a great birthday. Who is... Okay, race controls Rui Marquez. Who is... FIA stewards. I know they publish it. I want to talk shit to baseball players, but then I feel bad about talking shit. This is a safe space. Well, the McLarens come together now. Broadcast seems confused about why we're not racing yet. Yeah, so broadcast is Julian Palmer saying out loud that are they waiting for the lap cars to catch up, but they don't have to do that. So they're confused why they're waiting for them to do that. But I also understand why you would want to do that. I mean, you guys say wasting laps. It's just part of, like, that just is what it is when you have a safety car. Sometimes it ends under safety. I'm not saying this will, but... What was that? What was that? Max was like... You almost caused a fender bender. No, Oscar brake checked everybody, which is apparently within his right to do so. Wow, rare mistake for Max. Dude, he can't do shit on those tires. Max, please. This is not the Weenie 500. You're fine. Yeah, I'm wondering if Max gained an advantage, but I need to see the replay to see where George was. Those hards are so ass. Oh, this is going to be juicy. Did Charles Leclerc ram into the back of you? His car seems fine. Yeah, right. Here's the... Does he think Charles hit him? Okay, no. That was a great save by Max. Ooh. Correct me if I'm wrong. Max didn't move. Charles Leclerc shift over to him. I will give that... I can give that to Max. He might be right about that. I'm sorry for calling you a weenie. That's on me. That's on me. No, I did not watch that Russell one. No, the Charles Leclerc thing is Charles Leclerc's fault. Max did not move. Did I say Max did not move? Did I say Charles Leclerc did not move? Max was going in a straight line. Charles Leclerc moved over. It was a small bump, but not worth noting a penalty, in my opinion. I don't see if the FIA even noted that. It's saying Max... Oh, Max and Russell was noted. That's under investigation, not the Charles Leclerc Max thing. Excuse me. Although, that whole sequence, ridiculous car control for Max on his hards. Well, did Russell... was it Russell's corner, according to the rules that we know? Max, can you let Russell through, please? Let Russell through. What? I was a headman. What the fuck? According to his radio. My advice is to let it through. Oh, no. Max is not happy. You gotta let Russell through, though. Here is the radio for you guys. Max. Don't throw a tantrum. Run, Charles. He's gonna eat you. What was that? Dude, you can't be doing that. That's not cool. George is very calm. He's like, what the fuck? Charles Leclerc goes, I'm too old, guys. I need morphine. Is that what he said? Hulkenberg! Sauber fans rejoice. 2026 is your year. Yeah, what was that? I wouldn't consider that giving the spot back either. Russell had to pass him on his own. So should be penalties for both. I'm not going on Twitter after this. Is Alonso in the points? Yeah! Good on Alonso for finally getting in the points. Lewandowski, let's go. Piastri win. We love a Piastri win. W. I don't care about Lando Norris. Good for him, bad for him, I don't really care. Leclerc! No further action. Stewards. I even forgot about Piastri. Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, George Russell, Verstappen, Hulkenberg P6, Hamilton P7, Hadjar P8, Gasly P9, Fernando Alonso P10, baby, let's go. FIA stewards, incident involving cars, Verstappen and Russell. No, oh wait, that's turn 1 incident, not the turn 5 incident. That's 10-second penalty for Max Verstappen for causing a collision. Does that matter? How far was, oh, that doesn't matter, I think. 10-second time penalty. Oh, he goes down to P10. Nico Hulkenberg P5. Yeah, dude, you can't do that. Charles Leclerc's radio is beautiful. Charles Leclerc goes, can I know why the last part of the race was so poor? What happened up there? Hard to explain, but there's an explanation. Verstappen has a 10-second penalty for causing a collision now. Bearman said, I lost a lot of time with the blue flags, and compared to Nico, I just wasn't pacing well. Charles Leclerc does not suck. I mean, who are we comparing Charles Leclerc to? He's P3. Give me the post-race interviews. Oh, Max is done. Is now a good time to ask if Lewis is washed? Okay, I'm not trying to cope, but what are we defining as washed? Because he's still in the points. Max got driver of the day too? That's so fucking funny. Lewis Hamilton's ahead of Max Verstappen? Yeah, exactly. Is he washed? Is he washed? I'm just joking. My goat has done it again. Great race from Piastri, great race from McLaren. I think he's going after his contract. It feels like he doesn't have to burn anymore. Yeah. It has to be tough at competing at this level, and things just aren't, like, he's having communication issues, not feeling the car, and at some point you're just bleh. You're not performing at the level you want to. You just gotta suck, dude. Verstappen, you just can't be acting like that, dude. I'm just not a fan of that kind of behavior. Before people are like, you're not a Max Verstappen fan, I literally have a Max Verstappen bobblehead. Okay? We know he's a great driver. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you just can't act like that. I mean, you can. Clearly, you did. But, like, really? You're going to do that to George Russell? Okay, Piastri, Verstappen, Russell, not the podium. Sauber, Scars, points. Yes, that is correct. Godfrey, congratulations. Lewis Hamilton, W. Sorry, Stuart. Double Ferrari podium did not happen. Haas points? No Haas points. Sad. Behrman, P10. Sad. Mercedes podium? No. Double McLaren podium? Yes. Lando ahead of Oscar? No. V-Carb DNF? No. No podium, Max Verstappen. That was correct. Should have kept it with old softs. Hards was a stupid choice. I do wonder why they made that choice and what Christian Horner is going to say in the post-race press conference. We won't hear it on the TV. They won't say, but whatever journalists interview him, I wonder what that's going to be. I'm sorry, but Max throwing a tantrum costed him so many points just now. I understand Red Bull was also at fault. Multiple things can be true at once. Should have Red Bull stayed on the softs? We'll find out what they say, what their data said, and what was going on with the tires in a second. But you also can't be doing shit like that. All right, Oscar, let's see what you have to say. Bye, Alex. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Cool shirt. Oh, thank you so much. The team is trying to save him a penalty? Wait, what do you mean? There's no way. I can barely hear Oscar. I like how he said it's a nice way to bounce back from Monaco, like he did poorly in Monaco. Terry Crews supposedly, I think loves Formula One. So I guess whenever they can get him on TV and he's at a race. I think wherever he is, they'll have him. Oh, Rosberg saying that Red Bull shouldn't have told Max to let Russell pass because that set him off, but they were trying to save him a penalty. Yeah. I understand what Rosberg is saying, but Max's reaction was stupid. They should have told him because they were saving him a penalty. That makes sense. Wheel spinning in sixth gear. Max probably. Oh, who has to do post race? I think it's just the podium. I don't think he has to do anything if you're not in the top 3. It's a bit weird to compare Max hitting Russell to not letting him through and getting 5 seconds when he could have just let him through with no penalty. Right. Oh, everyone. Oh, the media pens, but there's a post race conference where they have to sit, and it's just the top 3 drivers. Sorry. He'll do the pen, but he won't do the post race, like sitting in the couch in the media room. Chat, do you mind if I eat while we watch the post race show stuff? I kind of want to keep watching because I am a nosy motherfucker. You think he's gonna take the 50,000 euro fine and skip the pen? It's so funny. Okay, besides that stuff at the end, he could already be gone. I mean, we'll see. I'm a nosy motherfucker. Can we get that as merch with the walrus nose Williams? That's pretty good. Charlotte Leclerc is not sorry for RG barging. Oh, we're rewatching this. Ugh. It was a great save on the hearts. Didn't have any temperature in them. Charlotte Leclerc then bullies you. That's fine. I mean, not fine. But, you know. Do we think Russell would have gotten a penalty for hitting Max if Max just let him through and didn't throw a tantrum on the radio? Oh, let's hear what they say in the driver cooldown room. Piastri's like, what? He finished 10th? Charlotte Claire, did your balance change from the start of the race to the end of the race? And Piastri's like, no. And Charlotte Claire's like, oh my God, for me, it was crazy. Dude's lowest finish is 2017 is P10. Like, it's going to be okay. Wait, penalty incoming for who? Oh, investigating after the race for Charlotte Claire. You gotta do it now, dude. He's supposed to get on the podium. Lando was like, you just did that. Lando's like, Charlotte Claire, that is totally your fault. I love this because I feel like people are like, oh, that was on Max hitting Charles. Even Lando was like, no, that was on Charles. It happens. Luckily, they're okay. I love how Oscar's being more emotive right now with his, I tried to do that before in Mario Kart. I do love when a driver's so comfortable in the lead, they're like, was there drama? Yeah, I like that Piastri had no idea what happened with Max. God, these Pirelli hats are so good. I love this orange color. I missed the entire race, but I'm just in time to see my boy Piastri on the top step. Love the color. It clashes terribly with the papaya. It looks really bad with the red on the Ferrari, too. Yeah, national anthem. Is this Lando or Piastri's sister they keep showing? Like, who is this? She's wearing a bandana. Curly hair. They keep showing her. They showed her in the garage, and then they're showing her in the... Oh, Oscar's sister. Okay. Thank you. That's Kimmy in disguise. Oh no, why are we oh knowing? What happened? Did you see the look of shock on Lando's partner's face and the caption came up? Wait, no, I didn't see anything. Imagine if it looked like it's a penalty right now and it shows up on the screen behind him. Yeah, I guess they can't do it fast enough. But it sucks that you get the podium, right? You get the celebration. This is a very logical trophy, and I like it a lot. The FIA website is getting hammered. Are you trying to log in? Oh, in Monaco, they didn't capture as Lando's partner? Yeah, I think they're trying to keep it on the DL. Well, the Leclerc-Verstappen thing is going to be investigated after the race. Yeah, the drivers get to keep the hats after the podium. If anything, they sign it and then like use it for something else, but I think they keep them. Isn't Max being investigated? I just see start-finish straight, an incident involving Verstappen and Leclerc noted. Stewards will investigate Verstappen and Leclerc after the race. According to the official timing thing. There's a clip of Lewis not knowing where all of his tires from pole positions are. That's so funny. All right, I want to see this post-race show, baby. It starts in 4 minutes. McLaren is so lucky. ESPN just said, F this, we out. All right, we'll do... I'm just nosy. Toto wanted Max badly. Imagine if Max was there. Gosh, there's so much to... Actually, no. It's not that much to go through, if you really think about it. I wonder what they'll do for the Leclerc-Verstappen situation. I need a coffee now. Yeah. I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I'll sit here with you guys. We'll do the live post-race show together. Oh, they started it early. Heck yeah. Please hold, chat.